All right, the time is here to introduce our second special guest, Melly. Let's go ahead and give it to them.
That's right, DJ Alex. Calling in from Tennessee and originating from my hometown of Chicago, we have young Reptar.
Hey, young Reptar. Thank you for calling into the Heatmix Life to spend some time with us talking about your track of the week and your upcoming album, Lollipop. So how are you today?
Doing great, Melly. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to spend some time with you since you just released your album. I kind of misspoke on July 12th. So tell me a little bit about the album and then tell me about the single because they both share the same name. So tell me why you chose this as your single and like the title and everything.
Sure, yeah. So what I got out right now is my second studio album called Lollipop. I'm an artist, engineer, producer. So I spend a lot of time recording from home, and this whole album has been recorded, mixed and mastered by me. All the lyrics by me. We also got some features on there from some local artists from Nashville, Tennessee, and Chicago. And then, like I mentioned, this is my second studio album. So we've got some pretty neat songs on there. The album is titled Lollipop just because I wanted something, that pops out at people, and Lollipop is kind of, just a weird title, so maybe it'll get some more traction. But my main song on there, the main single is called Lollipop, and you guys will be hearing that soon.
Yes, definitely. And the single isn't just rap. It's a little bit more rap pop. So tell me more about how that genre came about and why you chose that as the style for the single. The rap pop song, Lollipop, I found it to be a really catchy, bouncy song. So, I figured the song is really just a club pop rap song where I'm just talking a lot about girls, having a good time. So I chose Lollipop as the number one song, the single, to catch people's attention. You'll hear it soon, that it's got some great melodies, lots of vocal layering, lots of harmonics in there, and it's definitely something to listen to. Yes, definitely. I'm very excited to hear it later on in the show. Now, you've been doing music for quite some time now, for 4 years, correct?
Yeah, maybe a little more. I've been doing music forever as far as instruments, but engineering and recording, 4 years.
Yeah, so you have quite a bit of music then out there. So, you have this album, and then you have Reptar Volume 1 as well. So how was that project?
So Reptar Volume 1, before Reptar Volume 1, which is my first album, I came out with a whole bunch of singles that I was putting out in high school. All the kids in high school would be listening to it. Lots of fun to make. And then I decided to finally, once I had some more material, put together my first studio album. First album is really, I'd say my second album, Lollipop, is a lot more fun, a lot more catchy, a lot more upbeat tunes on it. But Reptar Volume 1 has a lot more personal, sentimental songs. It has a lot of R&B in there, a little bit of rap, and there's also lots of great production on that record, as well as the new Lollipop record that I have out.
Nice. That's awesome. So you said that you work with a lot of artists in Chicago and in Nashville. So how is it, the difference between the two cities? Because they're pretty opposite, I would say. So how is it?
You think that it's a little bipolar from each other. Nashville is more southern, and Nashville, specifically the city of Nashville, focuses a lot on country music and rock music.
Yeah.
I go to school in the suburbs of Nashville, so I'm working with a lot of rap artists that are coming from Memphis, Tennessee. They have different ways of speaking than Chicago artists. The music has a little bit of different energy, but all in all, it's rappers trying to make a little stand. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Nashville or the surrounding areas to have too much rap going on. Yeah, they focus a lot over there. They have a lot of nice analog recording studios and fully hooked up studios that a lot of famous bands and artists have recorded at. And right now I'm interning at a recording studio called Leeds Recording in Nashville. They have a fully analog studio, and we're doing a lot of we're engineering a lot of rappers and artists over there. Versus what they're doing a lot in Music Row as far as bands and country music. So we're taking care of the rappers in Leeds Recording in Nashville.
That's awesome, because I don't know off the top of my head if I've ever heard of a rapper come from Nashville. So if we do get one and you were behind some of it, that would definitely be a really cool thing to see.
Yeah, that'd be super, super neat.
Super cool. And then, what do you like the most? Producing, engineering, or being an artist?
Man, I don't know if I could really put a tag on it. You know, each has its own responsibilities, its own skill set, and at the same time, they work hand in hand. And I dip my head in a lot of production. I do a lot of production, lots of engineering. Lots of making my own music and working with artists. So, I mean, I don't know if I could put a finger on it. It's really all of it works together. All of it is a whole bunch of fun, and I could do all of it forever. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That is the sign of a true musician, somebody who just loves every aspect of every part of the music. And so that's awesome. That definitely means you're going to bring us some great stuff. For sure. So now, speaking of the future, what other projects do you have in the works that you can kind of tell us? You know, because we want to get as much info and much music as we can out of you. So what do you have working?
Yes, I'm always, recording, mixing music. I don't have anything in the future right now as far as my own personal music. You know, right now I'm working a lot on promoting the album that I have out, Lollipop. But what I do have coming out is I got a lot of Nashville artists that I've been working with, specifically some local artists that are getting some buzz right now. CEO Cass Chris is a good friend of mine. We got a lot of music coming out. We've got a whole bunch of Chicago artists that I have coming through my home studio. Some of them are 2K Smoke. He's a local Chicago rapper. He has a bunch of great material coming out. He's working with me. He's also working with engineers that have engineered big rappers like Juice WRLD. So we got a lot of we got tons of good stuff coming.
That is amazing. I'm so excited for what you have coming in the future and what you have right now. Definitely those two big projects, Reptar Volume 1 and now Lollipop, which Lollipop is going to be taking over like everywhere. So where can we find your music?
Sure, yeah, you can find Lollipop on all platforms. My rap name is Young Reptar, Reptar like the Rugrats. So you type in Young Reptar Lollipop. It'll show up on YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music. You can find my biggest catalog of music on SoundCloud. You can find me in SoundCloud under Young Reptar. And I'm also on social media. If you want to keep up with me and learn about my future releases, my Instagram name is Gabe, Gabe Pacino, Pacino, which is my name, Gabe.Pacino. And that's where you can find me at.
That's awesome. So I definitely am following you. So I know our listeners are going to start following you soon as well, because we have a lot coming from you in the future, and we need to stay posted on everything you have going on, because it looks like you're going to take over the music scene, and we're very excited to see how that goes.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Hope you guys like listening to that record. Make sure you keep up, because we got tons of great music coming out soon. So.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. And now we're going to take a listen to the single Lollipop.
Check it out, Lollipop.
And now, the song of the week, Lollipop by Young Reptar.
till you can't no more, girl. I'm about to drop a rack on your home, girl. Feeling jiggy wiggy, I'ma get my dance on. Shorty wearing on red like a tampon. I'm lit like I turn a damn lamp on. You hear me singing, all my diamonds blinging. Yeah, my chat phone go ring ring. I bought her earrings, now she want my ding-a-ling. We so high, roll another L, now I'm up in the sky. I'ma pick you up in my brand new Lexus. Take you out to breakfast, now we out in Texas. I just love flexing, fly you out to ATL. Get in my hotel, then I wish you well. All these other bitches on my cell phone, but you're the only one I depend on. She wanna lick me like a lollipop. That's my chocolate. Shorty make that funky pussy pop. Please don't stop. She wanna lick me like a lollipop. That's my chocolate raindrops. Shorty make that funky dance bounce. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. You can spend my cash if you keep shaking that ass, girl. You can spend my cash if you keep shaking that ass, girl. You don't have to ask, spend it all, I make it back, yeah. I'm stuck on this bag and I get it from my dad. Haters pocket watching, I just tell them boys stop it. I like the way you dance, watch me pop, lock and drop it. I got a fancy watch with the diamonds in the clock. So much cash, I need a bodyguard to watch for what I got. And I'm spending all this money to my leisure. Call my homie for a feature. My other homie bring the fucking reefer. You can keep your liberty and all your fucking freedom. Don't you worry about those other bitches, I don't need her, need her. She wanna lick me like a lollipop. That's my chocolate raindrops. Shorty make that funky pussy pop. Please don't stop. She wanna lick me like a lollipop. That's my chocolate raindrops. Shorty make that funky dance bounce. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl.
I hope everyone drops it low like Young Reptar said on the Song of the Week, Lollipop. Remember, you can find all his music on all music streaming platforms by searching for Young Reptar, and follow him on social media at gabe.pacino. Shout out to Ambience Beats, and remember to check him out on all platforms. We'll leave his info in the description as well. As always, follow me at Melly Starz. Follow DJ LX_MIA and El Calor de Miami on Instagram for updates on the show. Don't forget to follow our team, Rift Multimedia and LV Productions. Next week, we have a special episode, so stay tuned and keep listening to keep us climbing up those charts. Turn up and catch you next week. Rift Multimedia.